You also mentioned at the launch, you mentioned very strongly, you said you wanted to bring an end to political inheritance, which is, of course, what the current situation is. We have most of the prime ministers come from UMNO. And, it's sort of like the positions are sort of given, as you rightly put, it's inherited, right? So how are you going to stop that? How are you going to change that sort of system that currently we are practicing in this country?
Okay. See, to answer that, let me ask you this. Who is the current Prime Minister?
Anwar Ibrahim. That was Anwar.
Okay. What is his history?
I think he was in ABIM, and then he was an activist, and then I think then Mahathir sort of saw him and picked him out and sort of groomed him.
Okay, he's widely known because of UMNO.
Yes, widely known because of UMNO, correct.
Right. So who was the previous Prime Minister?
Mahathir.
Who was the previous Prime Minister?
Oh, you mean before
Mr. Anwar Ibrahim?
Before
Mr. Ismail Sabri.
Ismail Sabri, yes.
So who was the previous Prime Minister before?
Muhyiddin Yassin.
Who was the previous Prime Minister?
Ismail Sabri. Look at that.
Mahathir. Who was the
Mahathir,
previous Prime Minister?
Ismail Sabri, right?
No.
Najib.
Badawi. Najib.
Najib, then Badawi, then Mahathir. Okay.
Who is the exact Prime Minister from any other party without any political inheritance? Show me.
None.
Name me one.
None. Don't have.
So basically, you are telling me that all the Prime Minister that Malaysia has produced so far is from UMNO. But we saw the people was cheering for political change in 2018. People was chanting, oh, Malaysia Baru, Harapan Baru, and so on and so forth. Where's the Malaysia Baru? You have not stepped even an inch to Malaysia Baru. You are still where you since independence, right? You are still there 67 plus years. You are still there. You stuck there. It's like a recycle. It's a recycle. Same people, same faces, same arguments, and same political problems.
Yeah, the campaigns are the same.
You have not seen any leaders in the past decades. Let's don't go beyond that, but let's stick to past 2 decades, right? In past 2 decades, you are seeing the same problems, right? Who's better? Who's worst? The better will become the worst will become the better.
Yes.
The better, right?
Yeah.
At given opportunity, right? I can give you an example. Do you want me to give you an example?
Please go ahead. I'm enjoying this. As I told you, you're a fantastic speaker. I want to hear.
Okay, I give you an example. Yesterday, UMNO was the worst party. Today, UMNO was the best party. Right? Yesterday, UMNO was many people's enemy. The same enemy became best friend
now.
Today.
Yeah.
And yesterday's best friend today seems like an enemy. So who is being fooled here?
The people.
The people.
Yeah.
So the leader basically riding on your fullness. Let's put a hard word, right? Let the audience understand this. You are being fooled by these people, these leaders, right? So that is what I don't want. It is time for you to put a full stop to the ability and the capability of people or the leader deceiving you, to trust them. Because you are entrusting them to lead you. In fact, they are not leading you.
Yeah, they're not.
They are leading themselves. They are leading their families. They are leading their proxies. All these political rhetoric, you can see bangsa ku melawan demi bangsa, berjuang demi agama, berjuang demi rasuah. All these are back to families.
Families, yeah.
Nothing for you, nothing for me.
Correct.
Nothing for my kids, nothing for any other people's kids. No, nothing for the common people. Right?
Yes.
That was what I meant during my launch. I said, enough is enough. No more political inheritance. You don't want any more warisan politik. It's time for you to create a leadership revolution in Malaysia. That's one of our party's main objective.
Okay.
Political leadership revolution.
Okay.
We want the normal common people, real common people to step into politics.
Okay.
To bring the real changes. And you will see eventually the changes will happen.
Okay.
Because of these common people.